You check your bank account, you pay your bills on time, and you even manage to save a little bit each month. But there is this nagging feeling that persists. Are you really doing well financially? Yet here is what most financial experts won't tell you. The most powerful signs of financial success have nothing to do with the numbers in your bank account. And here's the truth, most of what you see is financial theater and not necessarily financial reality. And so today I'm going to show you 9 subtle but powerful signs that you are actually winning at money, even if you don't realize it yet. But before we dive in, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you were doing everything right with your money, but you still don't feel financially successful? You're not alone. The problem is we've been taught to measure financial success by all the wrong metrics. It is not about the car you drive or the zip code that you live in. Real financial health, it often flies under the radar. And so that's exactly what we're going to uncover today. I'm going to share with you practical everyday indicators that the financial experts recognize as true markers of financial wellness. What's up, everybody? I'm Rashida and I'm your guide to smart money moves. I started my wealth building journey at 17 years old. I've grown my portfolio to 7 figures and I managed to do this all on a police officer salary. So I know that it's possible for you to get there too, and I'm on a mission to show you the way. So let's go. Now, the first sign you're doing better than you think is when your money decisions start to become more automatic. Because remember when you had to agonize over every bill payment, or when you would check your account balance multiple times a day before making even a small purchase, or the thought of an automatic subscription or bill payment made you a little nervous? If those days are behind you and you set up automatic savings, if bills are being paid without constant worry, or if you are no longer experiencing decision fatigue around your routine expenses, that is a massive win. The automation isn't just convenient. It's a sign that your financial foundation is actually solid enough that you don't have to micromanage every dollar, and the system is working for you and not against you. All right, sign number 2 that you are doing well is if you are thinking beyond your next paycheck. Because when you are struggling financially, your entire focus is going to be on making it to that next check. But if you are finding yourself thinking about medium or long-term goals, maybe you're thinking about the vacation that you want to plan next year, home improvements, or boosting your retirement contributions, that is a clear sign that you are doing better than you realize. That mental bandwidth to think ahead, it doesn't occur when you are in survival mode. That's a luxury afforded to those who have their immediate needs covered with room to spare. Now, before we get into sign number 3, please take a second, look down, see if you have subscribed to the channel. And if you haven't, please consider hitting that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't have to miss out on any of my future content. I come here every single week helping you to better understand the world of money, and I help you understand how you can actually turn your income into real wealth. So do me that favor. All right, let's get back to it. Now, the third sign that you're doing pretty darn good is if your net worth is trending in the positive direction, even if the growth is small. Because here's the thing about actually building wealth, it is rarely dramatic. All right, building wealth and investing successfully is boring. Do you understand? It is like watching paint dry, and it's changing slowly over time. All right, you are entering the exponential curve, and toward the end of your wealth building journey is when the numbers are going to get the most ridiculous. For most of us, it's never going to be about some sudden windfall or overnight success. It is going to be about consistent incremental progress over time. And so if your net worth, which is your assets minus your liabilities, is higher than it was at this time last year, congratulations, you are moving in the right direction. And that actual number of your net worth matters a lot less than the trajectory that you're on. So keep that in mind, because even a small positive trend is going to compound over time. And so if you know that your net worth has increased in the past year, I want you to do me a big favor. Drop a number 3 down in that comment section. I read all the comments and I will be there to cheer you on. All right, let's get to the next one. All right, now sign number 4 is if you are investing in your future self. And when I say this, this can go beyond just money in a retirement account although that's important too, but it's so much bigger. And this one is all about asking yourself, are you making choices today that benefit you tomorrow? And so stepping outside of investing, maybe you're doing things like developing new skills so that you can increase your earning potential. Or you could be doing something as simple as making healthy choices that will reduce your future medical costs down the road. You could also be doing things like building relationships and networks that are going to help you to create opportunities for yourself down the road. Now, these type of investments are obviously going to be invisible on today's balance sheet, but they are among the most valuable financial moves that you could ever make. Hey guys, just a quick note. In today's complex financial world, making smart decisions with your money has never been more important. And that's why I've teamed up with money.com. They are my trusted guide to financial clarity. Money's mission is really simple: to help you become financially smarter through research-backed recommendations on everything from high-yield savings accounts that actually help grow your money to finding insurance rates that won't break the bank. Their expert team is going to do the hard work of cutting through all the noise, providing you with honest and actionable advice that actually works for real people, not just the financial pros. So check out the links in the description so you can see for yourself how money.com can transform your future. Because when it comes to money, we know that knowledge truly is power. All right, now let's get back to the video. Now, the fifth one on this list is subtle, but it is significant. And it's, is your relationship with debt beginning to or already evolving? And so I'm not saying that you have to have zero debt. That's unrealistic for most people, especially in the US. But there is obviously a world of difference between using debt as a last resort in an emergency and using it strategically as a financial tool. If you are paying down high interest debt like a credit card consistently, if you are distinguishing between productive debt like a mortgage or education and consumer debt, or if you're no longer accumulating new credit card balances each month, these are all great signs of financial maturity, and they're going to put you ahead of the curve. And so let me know, which signs do you recognize in your life already from this list? Put it down in the comments below. I want to know. All right, now sign number 6 is a good one. It's, do you have options when financial challenges come your way? Because financial resilience is not about never having financial problems. It's really about having multiple ways to handle those problems should they inevitably arise. And so take a second to think about the last unexpected expense you had to face. Maybe you had to get a new roof on the house, you had to get the windows replaced. Maybe your car decided to die on you and you had to go out and buy a new one. Did you have options? Did you have money available? Did you have an emergency fund? Did you have multiple ways that you can deal with that financial issue? Having these options is super important because it means that you won't be forced into the most expensive solutions to solve the issue. You're not going to have to pull out that credit card and pay 25% interest. You're not going to have to get a payday loan for like 30 or 40. I don't even know how much they charge for those things, but it's unreal. If you don't have to depend on methods like that, you are doing much better than you think. Now, the 7th sign that you are doing better than you think is if your financial conversations are starting to evolve. Because remember when your money discussions used to revolve around, I can't afford that, or when is payday? You know, you checking your calendar trying to figure out, how many days until I get paid? If those days are behind you, then you are doing better than you think. And if you're finding yourself consuming content like this, if you are starting to ask yourself more nuanced questions, you're researching different strategies to improve your financial life, you're feeling more comfortable with concepts that once seemed intimidating, like investing, you are making substantial progress, and I'm proud of you. And so the truth is that this evolution in how you think and talk about money, it is reflecting a deeper understanding of financial principles. All right, now sign number 8 on our list is that you are becoming a lot more immune to financial peer pressure, because financial FOMO, or fear of missing out, it drives so many poor money decisions. I can attest to that. Back in the day when I was in my 20s, horrible decisions just based on wanting to look cool, wanting to keep up with the Joneses, wanting to impress somebody. Those days are long gone. If you are finding yourself less swayed by what others are buying, where they're vacationing, what lifestyle they appear to have on social media, you have in fact developed a financial superpower. If you have graduated to the next level and you are making your money choices based on your values rather than social pressure, then it's not just good for your wallet. It is actually essential for authentic financial success. Because remember that many people influencing your decisions could be financing their lifestyle with debt. Now, our ninth and final sign that you are doing well financially is if you are developing multiple streams of income. The most financially resilient people do not rely on just one source of income. Whether it's a side hustle, investment dividends, rental income, or something else, having money coming from different sources is going to create a different level of security that a single paycheck cannot match. And even if your additional streams are small right now, that doesn't matter. The fact that you are building them at all puts you ahead of most people who remain completely dependent on their employer for their entire financial life. All right, you guys, so there you have it, the 9 signs that you are actually doing much better financially than you realize. How many of these apply to you? Drop the number down in the comment section and let me know. And here's what I ultimately want you to take away from this video. Financial success, it is not a destination. It truly is a journey. And that journey is not measured by comparing yourself to others or hitting some arbitrary number in your bank account. True financial wellness is about progress. It's not about perfection. It's all about building habits, systems, and mindsets to improve your relationship with money over time. And so if you recognize yourself in any of these signs, please take a moment to acknowledge how far you've come. Financial progress often happens so gradually that we miss it. But when you can take that step back and look at the bigger picture, you really might be surprised at just how much you have accomplished. So if you are focused on the progress and not the perfection, you'll continue moving in the right direction. All right, guys, if you found this video helpful, please do me a favor, give it a thumbs up and share it with 3 friends who might need to hear this perspective. And if you are still here at this point in the video, you are my people, and I want you to drop a check mark emoji down in the comment section. Thank you guys so much. It has been a pleasure. I will see you in the next one. Again, I'm Rashida, and I'm out.